Fortinet NSE7 Enterprise Firewall 7.0 NSE7_EFW 7.0 Real questions are shared free for your practice. 1. An administrator has created a VPN community within VPN Manager on FortiManager. They also added gateways to the VPN community and are now trying to create firewall policies to permit traffic over the tunnel. However, the VPN interfaces are not listed as available options. What step must the administrator take to resolve this issue? A. Install the VPN community and gateway configuration to the FortiGate devices. In order for the interfaces to be displayed within policy and objects on FortiManager, B. Set up all of the Phase 1 settings in the VPN community that they neglected to set up initially. The interfaces will be automatically generated after the administrator configures all of the required settings. C. Refresh the device status from the device manager so that FortiGate will populate the IPsec interfaces. D. Create interface mappings for the IPsec VPN interfaces, before they can be used in a policy. Answer. A. 2. How does FortiManager handle FortiGuard requests from FortiGate devices, when it is configured as a local FDS? A. FortiManager can download and maintain local copies of FortiGuard databases. B. FortiManager supports only FortiGuard push to manage devices. C. FortiManager will respond to update requests only if they originate from a managed device. D. FortiManager does not support rating requests. Answer. A. 3. An administrator has configured 2 FortiGate devices for an HA cluster. While testing the HA failover, the administrator noticed that some of the switches in the network continue to send traffic to the former primary unit. The administrator decides to enable the setting link failed signal to fix the problem. Which statement is correct regarding this command? A. Forces the former primary device to shut down all its non-heartbeat interfaces for 1 second while the failover occurs. B. Sends an ARP packet to all connected devices, indicating that the HA virtual MAC address is reachable through a new master after a failover. C. Sends a link failed signal to all connected devices. D. Disables all the non-heartbeat interfaces in all the HA members for 2 seconds after a failover. Answer. A. 4. Which 2 tasks are automated using the install wizard on FortiManager? Choose 2. A. Installing configuration changes to managed devices. B. Importing interface mappings from managed devices. C. Adding devices to FortiManager. D. Previewing pending configuration changes for managed devices. Answer. A. D. 5. What does the dirty flag mean in a FortiGate session configured for NGFW policy mode? A. The existing session table entry has been updated with the app_id and the firewall policy table needs to be checked for a match. B. The application or URL category is unknown and needs to be rescanned by the IPS engine to try to identify the Layer 7 details. C. The URL category for this session has been updated by FortiGuard and the session needs to be checked against the policy again to ensure proper web filtering is applied. D. Traffic has been identified as coming from an application that is not allowed, and the relevant replacement message needs to be displayed to the user, if configured. Answer: A. 6. An administrator has configured 2 FortiGate devices for an HA cluster. While testing HA failover, the administrator notices that some of the switches in the network continue to send traffic to the former primary device. What can the administrator do to fix this problem? A. Configure remote link monitoring to detect an issue in the forwarding path. B. Configure set send GARP on failover enable under config system HA on both cluster members. C. Verify that the speed and duplex settings match between the FortiGate interfaces and the connected switch ports. D. Configure set link failed signal enable under config system HA on both cluster members. Answer: D. 7. Which 2 statements about the security fabric are true? Choose 2. A. Only the root FortiGate collects network topology information and forwards it to FortiAnalyzer. B. Only the root FortiGate sends logs to FortiAnalyzer. C. Only FortiGate devices with Fabric Object Unification set to default will receive and synchronize global CMDB objects sent by the root FortiGate. D. FortiGate uses FortiTelemetry protocol to communicate with FortiAnalyzer. Answer: A, C. 8. Which the following events can trigger the election of a new primary unit in a HA cluster? Choose 2. A. Primary unit stops sending HA heartbeat keep alives. B. The FortiGuard license for the primary unit is updated. C. One of the monitored interfaces in the primary unit is disconnected. D. A secondary unit is removed from the HA cluster. Answer: A, C. 9. Which 2 statements about the security fabric are true? Choose 2. A. Only the root FortiGate collects network information and forwards it to FortiAnalyzer. B. FortiGate uses FortiTelemetry protocol to communicate with FortiAnalyzer. C. All FortiGate devices in the security fabric must have bidirectional FortiTelemetry connectivity. D. Branch FortiGate devices must be configured first. Answer: B, C. 10. Which ADVPN configuration must be configured using a script on FortiManager, when using VPN Manager to manage FortiGate VPN tunnels? A. Set protected network to all. B. Enable add VPN in IPsec Phase 1. C. Configure IP addresses on IPsec virtual interfaces. D. Disable add root on hub. Answer: B.